Hey guys, it's Rachel again, and I have my discussion on euthanasia and assisted suicide. So the main argument here is that most people use is that an individual should be allowed a choice in how they die because they should have a right over how to control their own body. So one objective that comes about with this is people who have signed like a DNR, which is a do not resuscitate. This includes CPR, so these people are refusing treatment that could potentially save their life, and in a sense they are knowingly going to die. This also is like people who have like religious beliefs and cannot have blood transfusions even though they have to have it in order to survive. So this is kind of in that same argument, that same page there. This person knows that something can help them and they're not using that. As far as like the euthanasia and assisted suicide, these people aren't dead yet, but they know that they're going to die. So they potentially don't want to prolong that death. Many people believe that only God has the right to end a human life, and this is stated in the biblical scripture of Ecclesiastes 8. He declares, "No man has power over the wind to contain it, so no one has power over the day of his death." I, like many of you, have had to put my dog to rest. He was my baby since I don't have children, and that's him. He was a Great Dane. He's really old in that picture, but that was his last Christmas with us. I remember the days leading up to him getting sick, and I remember taking him to the vet. I remember having to leave him there overnight because he was so dehydrated. He had to be put on IV. I even remember showing up a little after midnight, and the nurses allowed me to come in and sit in his kennel because I myself could not sleep without him. I could not even imagine, even to this day, the pain he was going through. I remember them telling us that there was nothing they could do even after the thousands of dollars worth of testing that we had did and the hospitalizations that we had him in. They told us that our only option would be to put him to sleep. I remember them, I remember telling them that I needed one more night with him. I just needed to take him home and he would be fine. And then one more night turned into another month, and another month turned into one more holiday because he was feeling better. I wasn't working, so I cooked him all of his meals, and I would give him Pedialyte with his water and with his foods, and I would soften him down for him so he could keep anything down. And I fed him 8 small meals a day, just so he could keep food down and process it still, until there was one day when he couldn't get up. And I would call him, and he just didn't have the energy anymore, and I knew that he was telling me that it was time, that he had done everything that he could do for us. And I feel like animals are different in a sense than people, because animals can't tell you what's wrong or how much pain they're in. They can only give you cues, and they want to be there and to better you and to support you. And even through that whole process, all he wanted to do was to make me happy and for me to understand. So I feel like no one really wants to take someone's life prematurely. We just want to preserve the life that we're giving, but is it really preserving life, or is it prolonging death? That's my speech. Thanks.